Ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, I looked at the stats lately. 96% of the viewers are male, but those 4% female, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you just as much. Today we're going to talk about all of the options that I rolled on Friday. Most of them, actually, I think I rolled every single option except two. We'll talk about that in this video, but before we get started, if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. That way you don't miss any videos in the future. I've been documenting me trying to sell some options as a side income, see if I can make any money this way, and just share that with you guys. So yeah, it sounds like something you'd like to follow along and hopefully learn from me, and if not, just find this entertaining. I would appreciate it. And if you're wondering what my videos from way back when used to look like, here you go. Take a look at that. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're talking about all of the options that I rolled, except two that I remember on Friday. Because the market didn't perform too well Friday. A lot of our stocks went down. SoFi went close to high $13. And if we look at SoFi, I actually gained 200 more shares. We're going to look at the history and see what happened and what my future plans are. So if we go down to the history of my SoFi position, I'm actually not sure why it doesn't show it, because I was assigned 200 more shares. I promise you I'm telling the truth. I don't lie on here. There's no point of me to do so. I was assigned 200 more shares at $14.50 because two of the puts I sold at $14.50 strike ended up in the money, as you can see, because the current SoFi price at the end of the day and went down even farther after hours was under $14.50. So now we're sitting at 3,525 shares, which is wild. I'm going to have to start selling calls at some point, but earnings are coming up. So what can we do in terms of selling calls post earnings? What does the premium for that look like? So let's look at trading SoFi options. We'll sell a call and we'll go to January 31st because that will be post earnings. And notice the premium we can get from selling a $16 strike, even a $17 strike, expiring 20 days out, $33. Of course, they could announce something crazy and something great on earnings, and it could blow past $17. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. And with SoFi, you never know. Usually earnings, it goes one of two ways. I've seen it both ways. And so if I were to do this, I would only sell a couple calls at a time as we get closer to earnings, because I would dollar cost average selling calls. I know that's not really the phrase. I don't know what you would say, but maybe sell two or so at a time until I reach how many I'm willing to sell, and then hold some more shares for post earnings just in case it does end up blowing past the strike price. I have some more shares I'm holding on to potentially capitalize. So that's something I'm going to keep an eye on in the future. I'll obviously keep you guys posted, but in terms of other options that I've rolled, if we go to my trusty spreadsheet, which I use to track all of the options I sell, and if you're interested in acquiring this for yourself and helping out the channel, I'll have a link in the description. You can go check it out, see if it's right for you, and like I said, get something beneficial and help out the channel at the same time, and I would appreciate it. And something cool you can do about this spreadsheet is once you enter all your information, once you have all of your trades here, we can filter by expiration. I'm going to clear all of the selected dates and look at just last Friday. So these are all of the puts that expired last Friday. And all but this line, I ended up rolling those positions. So I rolled my Ford, my Chipotle, my Hims. Well, no, actually, I bought the close Hims for $15. That was the only one I ended up buying to close on Friday. And I ended up rolling my two MST puts. And I also have 100 shares of MSTU because I did sell a call on MSTU that expired Friday that didn't end up being assigned. So I still hold those 100 shares, and I'm curious because I haven't looked yet, so we'll look together what the premiums for that look like going into next week. So if we look at MSTU, and once again trade options on MSTU and sell a call expiring next Friday, and if I just look at the $11 strike, we can get $30 in premium, at least right now, from selling this call. And right now my average cost is $10.17. So I'd also make some capital appreciation if those got assigned next Friday. I'm also curious if I went further out in expiration. Let's just go to January 31st as well and look at the $12.75 in premium. And I'd get close to $200 in capital appreciation if this was assigned. It's pretty wild stuff. Yeah, if you want to pause and look at all of these, I don't think we want to go down each single line. Most of them are the same. They're repeats. They're just different strikes. So all of these, except for this one HIMS, because I bought the close, and 2 of the SoFi puts, I rolled out. And if we clear our filters, and we'll actually just select all of the different dates, we won't clear. Current monthly return and premium $978, which is pretty good. I'm always shooting for around $2,000, and we're well on track to make that in premium. So I'm pretty excited. And yeah, like I said, if you're interested in checking out the spreadsheet, it'll be linked in the description. Really appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.